Houston has two major airports, and most people pick the wrong one for their rental car. This video breaks down both, gives you real prices, and tells you exactly how to pay less. Two airports, one city, completely different rental experience. George Bush Intercontinental, IAH, is 23 miles north of downtown Houston. International flights, all major airlines, massive operation. Rental Car Center is a separate facility connected to the terminals by a free automated train. Takes about 10 minutes from baggage claim to counter. Every major company is there. Enterprise, Hertz, Avis, Budget, Alamo, National, Dollar, Thrifty, Sixt. William P. Hobby, HOU, is 7 miles southeast of downtown. Southwest Airlines hub, domestic flights only, significantly smaller operation. Rental Car Center is a short shuttle ride from the terminal. Enterprise, Hertz, Avis, Budget, Alamo, National, all present. Before you book anything, link in the description has a discount on car rental bookings. Searches more than 10 companies at once. Real prices with all fees. Takes 2 minutes. Check it before you commit to anything. IAH versus Hobby. Which is cheaper to rent from? This is the question that matters, and the answer is not obvious. IAH has more competition, larger fleet, more availability. Base rates at IAH for economy class run $35 to $55 a day on regular weeks. Airport fee stack. Texas state tax, customer facility charge, airport concession recovery fee, vehicle licensing fee. Adds 25 to 35% on top. On a week at $45 a day, that is an extra $78 to $110 in fees. Hobby has fewer companies but smaller operation costs. Base rates run $30 to $50 a day economy. Fee stack is slightly lower than IAH, 20 to 28%, because the facility charge is calculated on a smaller operation. On identical dates, Hobby often comes in $10 to $15 cheaper per day than IAH for the same class. The catch? If you are flying into IAH and renting at Hobby to save money, the Uber between airports costs $40 to $50. Only makes sense on rentals of 5 days or longer, where the daily savings exceed the transfer cost. Off-airport locations in Houston are the real savings play. Enterprise, Hertz, and Budget all have locations along Westheimer Road, Katy Freeway, and the Galleria area. Same base rate as airport locations, zero airport surcharge. Uber from IAH to a Westheimer location costs $22 to $28. On a week rental, the saving over airport pickup is $60 to $90 after the Uber cost. On anything shorter than 4 days, not worth it. Real prices by season. Houston has a unique pricing calendar driven by energy industry events, rodeo season, and hurricane activity. January and February. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo runs late February through March, one of the largest events in the country. 3 million attendees over 20 days. Rental prices start climbing in late January, peak during rodeo weeks. Economy hits $50 to $70 a day during rodeo. Book 6 weeks ahead for February and March travel. Spring, March through May. Outside rodeo weeks, prices normalize. Economy at IAH runs $35 to $50. Pleasant weather, moderate demand. Summer, June through August. Houston in summer is genuinely brutal. Heat index regularly exceeds 110 degrees. Tourism drops. Corporate travel slows. Economy falls to $30 to $45 a day. Cheapest window of the year. Hurricane season runs June through November. Check NOAA forecasts if you are traveling August through October. Fall, September through November. Prices stay moderate at $35 to $50 outside of any hurricane disruptions. October is pleasant weather and reasonable rates. December and holidays, corporate Christmas parties, end-of-year business travel, family visits. Prices spike in the 2 weeks around Christmas to $55 to $80 a day economy. Book a month ahead for holiday week travel. Car class breakdown with real Houston prices. Economy, Nissan Versa, Hyundai Accent, Chevy Spark, $30 to $45 a day. Houston is a highway city. Loop 610, I-10, I-45, Beltway 8. You will spend 90% of your time on highways with cruise control set. Economy handles this without issue. Right choice for solo travelers and couples. Compact, Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, $38 to $55 a day. Better for longer highway stretches to San Antonio, Austin, or Galveston. Worth the upgrade on trips over 3 days. Midsize, Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, $48 to $65 a day. 4 passengers with luggage, business travelers, multi-day road trips. Houston business culture leans toward midsize. Showing up to a client meeting in a Chevy Spark is a choice. Full size, Chrysler 300, Dodge Charger, $55 to $75 a day. Comfort play on long drives. The highway between Houston and San Antonio is 200 miles of straight road. Full size earns its money on that drive. SUV, Ford Explorer, Toyota RAV4, Chevy Tahoe, $65 to $100 a day depending on size. Houston sprawl means parking lots are large and roads are wide. SUV is more practical here than in most cities. Families and groups with gear will appreciate it. Pickup truck, Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado, Ram 1500, $55 to $80 a day. Houston is truck country. F-150 is the best-selling vehicle in Texas consistently. Practical, culturally appropriate, easy to park because every lot in Houston was built assuming someone would arrive in a truck. Luxury. Hertz Dream Collection and Enterprise Exotic Collection both operate at IAH with inventory. Mercedes E-Class, BMW 5 Series, Cadillac CT5, $85 to $130 a day. For Houston business travel, the upgrade from midsize to luxury is sometimes expensed without question. Exotic. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, McLaren. Available through Turo in Houston at higher density than most American cities. Porsche 911 runs $150 to $250 a day. Ferrari 488 runs $300 to $500. Houston has the oil money and the road infrastructure to justify exotic rentals in a way that few cities do. If this is on your list, Turo Houston is worth checking before any traditional company. Deposits. What gets held on your card? Economy and compact, $250 to $350. Midsize and full size, $300 to $450. SUV, $350 to $500. Truck, $300 to $450. Luxury, $400 to $600. Exotic through Turo, $500 to $2,000 depending on the vehicle. Hold placed at pickup, released 3 to 7 business days after return. Debit cards, Dollar and Thrifty most flexible at IAH. Enterprise and Budget more flexible at Hobby. Call the specific location ahead and confirm. Policies vary. Insurance. Check your credit card before paying for anything at the counter. Chase Sapphire, Capital One Venture, Visa Signature, MasterCard World Elite all include automatic CDW when you pay with that card. Full damage protection on the rental car, free. 1 call to your bank before the trip to confirm terms. Houston specific. Texas highways move fast. Speed limits on I-10 west of Houston reach 85 miles per hour, highest posted speed limit in the United States. Merging onto Houston freeways from short on-ramps at highway speed is a skill that takes 1 or 2 attempts to calibrate. Pickup trucks and SUVs move at the same speed as sedans. If you are not used to high-speed highway driving, right lane, extra following distance, take your time. Hail. Houston gets significant hailstorms. Hail damage to a rental car is covered under CDW. If your credit card covers CDW, you are protected. If there is a major storm forecast during your rental, park in a covered garage, not on the street. No U.S. auto insurance. Add liability at $10 to $15 a day. Standard recommendation everywhere applies here. Toll roads. Houston is serious about this. Houston has one of the most extensive toll road networks in the United States. The Sam Houston Tollway, Beltway 8, circles the entire city. The Hardy Toll Road, West Park Tollway, Fort Bend Parkway, Grand Parkway, all toll roads, all cashless, cameras only. No cash option anywhere on the Houston toll network. Without a transponder, rental company bills you each toll plus up to $15 administrative fee per toll. A week of normal Houston driving hitting Beltway 8 regularly can generate 8 to 12 toll transactions. At $15 fee each, that is $120 to $180 in administrative fees alone on top of actual toll amounts. EaseTag transponder from the rental company runs $5 to $7 a day. Get it on day one without exception in Houston. This is not optional advice. It is the difference between a normal final bill and a genuinely unpleasant surprise 2 weeks after you get home. 5 things specific to Houston driving. Flooding. Houston floods faster and more severely than almost any major American city. Hurricane Harvey dropped 60 inches of rain in 4 days in 2017. During heavy rain events, underpasses and low-lying roads fill with water faster than warning signs appear. Never drive in the standing water of unknown depth. Turn around, find an alternate route. This is not an exaggeration. Vehicles are lost to floodwater in Houston every major rain event. Feeder roads. Houston freeways have parallel service roads called feeders running alongside them. Locals use feeders constantly for local access. GPS will route you onto and off feeders without explanation. Understanding that the feeder runs parallel to the highway and connects to it via specific on-ramps makes Houston navigation significantly less confusing on day one. Size. Houston is enormous. The metropolitan area covers over 660 square miles. A drive that looks short on the map takes 45 minutes in reality. Build extra time into every trip, especially during rush hour on I-10, I-45, and Loop 610 between 4 and 7 in the evening. Gas. Texas has some of the lowest gas prices in the country. Regular unleaded consistently runs 20 to 30 cents per gallon below the national average. Fill up freely. It costs less here than almost anywhere else you will rent a car. Parking. Outside downtown Houston, parking is free and abundant almost everywhere. Galleria, City Center, Memorial City, every suburban area, massive free lots. Downtown parking runs $15 to $30 a day in garages. If your schedule keeps you out of downtown, the parking cost of a rental car in Houston is effectively zero. Link in the description. Discount on car rental. More than 10 companies in one search. Real prices with all fees included. Check it before you book at either airport. Consistently finds rates lower than booking direct at the counter. Where the car takes you out of Houston. Galveston, 50 miles south on I-45, 45 minutes. Gulf Coast Beach, historic Victorian architecture on the Strand, Moody Gardens, ferry to Bolivar Peninsula. Easy half-day or full-day from Houston. San Antonio, 200 miles west on I-10, 3 hours. Riverwalk, the Alamo, Pearl District, one of the best food cities in Texas. Worth an overnight. Austin, 160 miles northwest on US 290 or I-10 to I-35, 2.5 hours. 6th Street, South Congress, Barton Springs, live music every night of the week. Another overnight worth making. NASA Johnson Space Center, 25 miles southeast of downtown, 30 minutes. One of the most impressive visitor experiences in the country. Mission control, Saturn V rocket, actual spacecraft. Half-day minimum. Big Thicket National Preserve, 90 miles northeast. Biodiversity hotspot where multiple American ecosystems overlap. Swamp, pine forest, hardwood, desert plants all within miles of each other. Genuinely strange and genuinely beautiful. Guadalupe Mountains National Park, 600 miles west on I-10, 6 hours. Texas's highest peak, ancient fossil reef, best fall foliage in the state. Overnight trip minimum, worth every mile. Ready to book? Link in the description. Discount on rental. More than 10 companies compared in one search. Check it before you walk up to any counter at IAH or Hobby. Houston rewards drivers. The city was built for cars, the roads are wide, the gas is cheap, and the distances between great things are covered at highway speed with the cruise control on. Know the toll roads, know the floods, get the transponder on day one, and Houston is one of the easiest cities in America to drive.